When I got home at lunchtime, Mum and Graham weren't there. I didn't think much of it really, to be honest. I told Junie, our 9-year-old, we'd be having sandwiches instead of a proper lunch. Maud returned about 1:20 past. She was crying.
They've got to take his eye out.
Do what?
Take his eye out.
What for?
He's got a tumour. I wanted you to be there, Harry.
Can't they do anything else?
Well, that's what they told me.
I've been saying for weeks there's something wrong. You told me they thought we were making a fuss.
I've been in that hospital for over 4 hours with Graham crying almost all the time. It's not my fault.
Of course it's your fault. Who else's fault is it?
Can you stop shouting? You can see I'm upset.
Yeah, well, you're always upset about something, can't you?
How can you say that this is our son we're talking about?
Don't you think I know that?
I'll control your temper.
You're a fine one to talk about temper, aren't you?
I've been in that hospital all day.
Well, I would have gone, but I've been working all day.
Well, it ain't my fault, is it?
Of course it's your fault. Who else's fault is
Can
it?
you stop shouting? You can see I'm upset.
Yeah, well, you're always upset about something, aren't
How
you?
can you say that it's our son we're talking about?
Don't you think I know that?
Control your temper.
You're a fine one to talk about temper, aren't
I've
you?
been in that hospital all day.
Well, I would have gone, but I've been working all day.
Well, it ain't my fault, is it? We've got to get on with it. We've got to take him on Monday afternoon.
We wanted a photograph of him to remember what he looked like before, you know. That was very important to us. I booked an appointment at photographers for that afternoon.
We was a bit disappointed. We can line his eye up proper, but it was a lovely photograph. It was a lovely photograph other than that. That was the only thing we sort of pointed out to one another.
On Monday at 1:30, we arrived at Moorfield and Sister Brown showed us to Graham's room.
Graham will be staying here. You have got nothing to worry about. He will be thoroughly taken care of.
Where am I to sleep?
Oh, didn't Mr. Mason explain? The children's ward is in quarantine at the moment with the chickenpox epidemic. I'm afraid you can't stay.
I'm still feeding him though.
We'll put him on half bottles, half feeding, and gradually wean him off so you can come up at feeding times. Now, let me take Graham.
I felt as if my world had come to an end. I'd been promised that I could stay.
But at 3:30, we had to leave. It was really hard for us. Sister Brown was marvellous, but we hated her at the time.
I was crying so much. You bought me a clock. A smashing little mantle clock, a lovely little thing. I remember I was all red-eyed and everybody was staring.
They probably thought we had an argument.
When we went back after, we didn't know what to expect.
He had a pad over his right eye.
And cardboard sleeves down his arms to stop him clawing at the bandage. When I picked him up, he rubbed his head against my side trying to get it off.
We were up there every day for the next 3 weeks.
Nothing else seemed important. It still brings a lump to my throat to talk about it.
We told Junie he wasn't exactly the same as he was before.
We explained what a dolly looked like when it had lost an eye and said, "That's what our Graham looks like." She accepted it quite well, really.
They made Graham an artificial eye.
I had to put it in and take it out. It was very unnerving at first, but I soon got the hang of it.
They found seeds in his other eye. So he had to have 10 lots of radium, put in over 18 months. His eye was black and blue and swollen. Lucky he had a puncture.
The treatment wasn't really working, but they could offer a new type of radiotherapy. The problem was, it may cause his eyes to shrink.
We were sat there for 2 or 3 hours, just sitting there, waiting.
Eventually, Mr. Mason came out.
It's not good news.
He was almost in tears himself. Poor man.
The only safe solution is to remove the eye.
Could we give him one of ours?
I wish it were as simple as that.
But he'll be blind.
He will have a future.
We don't really have a choice, do we? I remember wondering if he'd thank us for what we'd done.
We had the opportunity to finish life for him.
Were we being selfish, keeping him alive?
With all this pain and suffering affecting him.
Our heads are like bursting with questions.
What'll happen when he's an adult?
Will he make
Will
friends?
he find a wife, a job?
And how will we cope?
We've never met a blind person before.
Yet, Graham was to be our responsibility.
Little did we know how proud we'd become of our Graham.
Graham has no memory of seeing anything. Seeing just doesn't exist for him. It's like, what does your knee see? Not black. Nothing.
Not